Hi, it's Dr. Shani again. Happy to be here with you today. In my last video, I told you the story about Christian, the photographer who wasn't seeing the real value in his own work. And since his work was an extension of himself and his talents, he didn't really see the whole value of those either, until a friend of him helped him gain a whole new perspective. Today, I want to tell you a little bit more about what I learned from Christian and what it has to do with you. I've already told you that I don't like being photographed. I have curly hair with a mind of its own, and I never know what it's going to do in pictures. And I don't like smiling when I don't feel happy. It reminds me, I think, of when I was little and I used to have to stand there and pose for elderly relatives with their little Kodak Brownie cameras. But the day that Christian came to take our pictures, that day actually started out differently. Christian is the first photographer I've ever met who took the time to sit down and talk to us before he started to shoot pictures. He told us the story you heard in the first video. He allowed himself to be vulnerable and shared what actually was probably a pretty embarrassing moment from his past. And by the time he picked up his camera, we felt like we knew him. We were happy to have him among us. So when he got started and he asked us to smile, it was easy. We liked him. We trusted him. He made the shoot really fun for us by taking some goofy photos as well as some post ones. And he reminded us to cheer each other on. And he told us when he thought he was capturing something really beautiful. By the time that photo shoot was over, I realized that one of my long-held beliefs, that photo shoots are a chore, that they're not something to look forward to, that belief had just been blasted out of the water. So we wrapped up and we said goodbye to Christian, who had to drive back to LA before flying off to his next international photo shoot. But despite his busy travel schedule, Christian surprised us again by emailing us that evening. Each one of us got one of our portraits from him, a little teaser for what was to come. Now, I was not sure what to feel. Honestly, I braced myself, I think, because I have a very critical eye. I often see things that other people don't see. But when I saw Christian's photo of me, the truth is I got tears in my eyes. He captured me in a way that no other photographer ever has. Now, I'm a strong and courageous person. That's the part of me that everybody sees. If you ask anybody to describe me, they'll say, yeah, she's strong. And I could see that strong part of myself in Christian's photo. But I'm also gentle. And I have a soft heart that feels very deeply. And that's the part of me that people often don't see. So much so that sometimes I wonder if I'm the only one who realizes it's there. Well, Christian captured that too. In his portrait of me, I could see all of myself. And it touched me very deeply to be so truly and completely seen. And the result, it's still even a little difficult for me to say this, but the result was beautiful. The result was beautiful. Now, it's not that I couldn't see the difference between this new photo and my last official photo taken a number of years ago. I could see the changes in my skin. I could see the changes in the tone of my hair. But I could also see the wisdom that had gathered in my own eyes since that last portrait. And you know what? That was so much more important than the little wrinkles around my eyes. I could see the heart of the woman that I am in that portrait. Christian's really talented eye let me see how much more there is of me than even I generally tend to remember. And that was true for every one of my mastermind partners as well. We each saw something in our new portraits that we had not been appreciating about ourselves. And there, out the window, went old belief number 2, that I'm not photogenic, that I'm not worth seeing on camera. Because Christian showed me that everything about me is visible and it's worth seeing. It's a really wonderful thing to be fully seen by another person. And it's even a more powerful thing to see and appreciate all of ourselves. So I'll ask you again, are you seeing all the beauty that's in you? Are you seeing the full value of you? Because whatever cancer you have or had, it cannot touch your intrinsic value. All the beauty that's ever been in you is still there, maybe even more than before. It's just waiting for you to see it. I'd love to hear your thoughts and comments about what I've shared here. And until next time, know that I see the magnificence in you.